After many years of Paravara control of Gwalior, the Chauhan Maharaja Prithviraj conquered in the name of the Gwalior Rajputs, that even became vassal subjects of the Chauhans. These increase the power and influence of Prithviraj as the number one leader of Hindustan. After the festivities in Gwalior ceased, Prithviraj began his work incorporating the region by first expelling many Muslims from the city, blaming them for the ills of the last years. At the same time, he ordered Mulraj Taparia to make an attack upon Zahi Simchuri that was going back to Ghaznid lands with huge spoils from the countryside. He engaged in battle against the Muslims near the borderlands of both realms, trying to repel them and save some of the stolen goods. Mulraj, however, was beaten by the experienced Ghaznid army, leaving Zahir to safely go back to his lands, extremely wealthy from his raiding mission. On Ajayameru, a young Anhilvara Rajput prince, Anangpal Tomara, requested aid to capture Anhilvara in exchange of his vassalage, where Samar gladly accepted by adopting the young noble to give him further legitimacy to the south. By this time, a huge crisis was eating the Paravara, where its Maharaja, Devapala, father of Jai Singh, went to the south with Chamundaraj to repel a huge coalition of southern Rajput states, leaving Jai Singh in charge of the capital for the meantime. After his defeat, Mulraj went to Jalandhar to increase its garrison, where he then sprung back with the royal garrison to Delhi to protect the capital from further Ghaznid incursions. Prithviraj was still in Gwalior, establishing its defenses and governance for the Gwalior Rajputs to be put in control of. In Ajayameru, Sama married Anangpal to one of his illegitimate daughters to increase his control over this Raja. So then, when in possession of Anhilvara, he could sway its decisions. Chamundaraj, having heard of the news of this Anhilvara claimant, came back to defend the city for a possible new attack, increasing the size of its army. New round of talks came between Samar and Chamundaraj, but no conclusion came from it, leading to Samar to try and talk with the rebel Rajputs, to hate him in his plight. With Anhilvara being a surety of their independence. But few were convinced by his words, for he previously had shown his treachery. Under the command of Muraj the Parye, the army in Delhi had become a powerful force, where he used it to better defend the borders of the realm. Watchtowers were set along the frontier, where rebel Muslim forces had been spotted, raiding nearby villages. In the year 1192, the large Paravara army made from Anhilvara Rajputs had rebelled, joining the cause of Anhilvara, where he went to the rest of them to persuade them into helping driving off Chamundaraj from their city. They reluctantly accepted Anhilvara's proposition, seeing it as the only way to bring their dynasty to power in Anhilvara, even if it became under the influence of the Chauhans. Days later, Chamundaraj set forth to destroy the rebellious force in Anhilvara, which he was successful, but at the cost of huge losses to his army. Seeing this as his chance, Sama, along with Anhilvara, went to attack the weakened forces of Chamundaraj. Most of his army was set for this campaign, along with the Anhilvara Rajputs that swore fealty to Anhilvara. The Paravara were greatly tired from their previous battle, so they were in disadvantage, unable to escape the Chauhan assault. Nonetheless, Chamundaraj arrayed his forces into battle formation, awaiting the attack of Sama upon his lines. A huge melee of warriors, horses, and elephants ensued upon the plains of Anhilvara, where thousands died upon the battlefield. Many advised Chamundaraj to flee back to the city, but he wouldn't leave his men to die. So he bravely set against Sama's forces with his bodyguards. Due to their weariness and depleted numbers, the Paravara began to gradually fall back. But Sama pressed ever forward, not allowing them to escape. In turn, this led to the end of the greatest general in Hindustan, Chamundaraj, where his men tried to save his body, but to no avail. Sama crushed their forces to a man, marking his greatest victory in his entire career, avenging the humiliation of years prior. Now the city of Anhilvara was at the mercy of the Chauhans, that had plans to make the same move as Prithviraj did in the north, by putting an Ankpal as a puppet ruler of the Chauhans. The Chauhan Rajputs were ever closer to becoming the lords of Hindustan, leaving them the opportunity to attack the Muslim foe in the west.